This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
There is almost nothing greater, nothing better than a flame war battle between white Christian nationalist idiots. And that's what we're seeing take place, because when your entire life and career and the objective therein surrounds attention, surrounds your lies and your bigotry and your hate, you're going to try eventually to try to out-bigot and hate your opponent, your rivals in the space that you exist in. And that's what's happening right now between Nick Fuentes, filthy Nazi puke, and Marjorie Taylor Greene, dum-dum extraordinaire, QAnon idiot extraordinaire, anti-Semite extraordinaire. Remember, Jews have space lasers aimed at California to fire on the forests, to light them on fire for some reason. From Marjorie Taylor Greene believes this. So I got two pieces of video I'm going to show you. One is Marjorie Taylor Greene going hard on Nick Fuentes, and another one is Nick Fuentes doing the same back. But first, I've got two pieces of media to show you. One is a very brief clip that I played before of Nick Fuentes introducing with just praise, heaping praise and veneration upon Marjorie Taylor Greene, where he says he is honored, he is humbled, he is excited about this new relationship. To introduce her as the first speaker at his America First White Nationalist Conference. And it'll set the stage for the relationship they have had, the things he has said, the things he has done, his promotion of her. So when he calls her out, you know, it's all lies. And the same with her. When she's talking poorly about him, she shared a stage with him. She accepted an invitation from him. Here is that moment.
But thanks to him, we are honored, we are humbled and excited to welcome to the stage right now for our first speech, and we love to get to know her much better. I think this is going to be the beginning of something great. The representative from Georgia, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Well, hello, canceled Americans.
And then just the other day, November 29th, 2022, Marjorie Taylor Greene tweeted this: "Of course I denounce Nick Fuentes and his racist, anti-Semitic ideology. I can't comprehend why the media is obsessed with him." Interesting that the media is obsessed, but then she continues to talk about him as though she's obsessed. She continues to denounce him publicly as though she's obsessed. Watch this video, which is just filled with hilarious contradictions and stupidity, as you would expect, because it's the mouthpiece moving and words coming out of the hole in the face of Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Most people in this country has no clue who Nick Fuentes is. And if they heard his statements that he makes, they would want nothing to do with him. He sounds like a very immature young man saying hateful things about people and using a people group, talking about people he doesn't like by an entire people group, which is horrible. Why would he ever do that? And then also saying, "Oh, I'm not racist," or "I'm not these things." Yeah, you are if you talk that way, because that's how you sound. And I don't know why Kanye West would align himself with that. It makes no sense to me whatsoever, because the reality is, why would anyone want to follow or hang out with someone that condemns an entire group of people constantly when he knows nothing? What has he ever done in his life? What government position or when has he ever been elected? really, how is he so all in the know about all these things that he talks about? Because he knows nothing more than anyone else that can sit there on the internet and Google things and look up information, whether it's real or not, and then talk about it on a podcast or on some social media site. But that's what I'm seeing, and I think it's sad.
I hope you caught all of that. Why would anyone want to follow? We'll do this. We're going to put Marjorie Taylor Greene up from the video, the screenshot. And next to her, there's just random pictures. Why would anyone want to follow or hang out with someone that condemns an entire group of people constantly when he knows nothing, she says? What government position or when has he ever been elected? So apparently, according to Marjorie Taylor Greene, the only way to know something is to be elected to office, is to hold office. Which is weird because she spent her life up until getting into Congress talking about things she knew nothing about. Really, how is he so all in the know about these things that he talks about? Because he knows nothing more than anyone else, pot calling the kettle black, Marjorie Taylor Greene. He knows nothing more than anyone else than can sit there on the internet and Google things and look up information, whether it's real or not, and then talk about it on a podcast or some social media site. But that's what I'm saying, and I think it's sad. In a moment so beautiful, so unaware of who she is and how she got to where she is, the path that she took, it's a self-description from Marjorie Taylor Greene. She is describing exactly herself prior to being in office. And really, even today, she's still describing herself. This isn't an indictment of Nick Fuentes, or it isn't the indictment of Nick Fuentes that she thinks it is. Here's Nick Fuentes on some radical live stream somewhere, ranting and raving about her, calling her a QAnon, a MAGA mom, and QAnon, and a divorced woman girl boss. It's all the drama we're here for, I guess. Watch this.
A buddy of mine this question the other day. I said, has she ever done anything that shows good character in her entire life? Like, she's just weak. She'll go and say something edgy to get attention. And then when the pressure comes, she buckles. You know, she's going to be a MAGA mom and QAnon and all that. And then the second that Kevin McCarthy reprimands her and she loses her committee, she goes and apologizes. And she's going to say, the COVID is like the Holocaust. Oh, so edgy. Wow. Drink up all that attention. Here's the attention you ordered. And then the second it gets too hot, I'm sorry. I went to a Holocaust museum and And it's like, so I'm over her. It's like, and by the way, you know, she wants to be the face of Christian nationalism. She's divorced. Like, she's divorced and she's like actively an adulterer. How are you going to be the face of Christian nationalism when you're a divorced woman girl boss? It doesn't even make any sense. I'm so glad I don't have to pretend to support that anymore.
Now, he said a lot there, but the main thing that really stuck with me is the last sentence that I cut there. I'm so glad I don't have to pretend to support that anymore. So you were pretending before, apparently, by your own admission. So are you pretending now to support the people you like? What are we to believe about you? Like, what are we to think about the things you believe? Like, you get what I'm doing here with the likes. He talks like a 15-year-old child. Has she ever done anything that shows good character in her entire life? Like, she's just weak. She'll go and say something edgy to get attention, and then when the pressure comes, she buckles. She's going to be a MAGA mom and a QAnon and all that. I'm over her. She wants to be the face of Christian nationalism. She's divorced. She's like she's a divorced and she's actively an adulterer. This is all beautiful if you stand in opposition to bigotry and hatred and white supremacy and white Christian nationalism, it's great because they are tearing at the fabric of their own movement. They are bifurcating support. And that's a good thing. The weaker they are, the stronger diversity is. The weaker they are, the stronger our country is. What do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. You can also email me, daily@dollemore.com. If I do something for you that's positive and you'd like to help support and produce what I do here, click the join button below, right over here, wherever it is, and look into what's involved in becoming a channel member. $2 a month, $1.99 a month. You can help support and produce what I do, or you can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast and support what we do there. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'd love to see you there. And I will see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.